Oh, what's going on? Welcome back to the 1776 Report, a channel with the goal of exposing the stupidity and hypocrisy of the woke agenda. Target is a company that deserves to go to zero, deserves to go bankrupt. What Target did is worse than Bud Light, worse than any other of these big corporations that are pushing this woke trans agenda. Target partnered with an individual that is sick. They put this person who is a satanist. They put this person's clothes in the kids section.
Teacher, leave them kids alone.
They exposed our kids to a sick, demented agenda. People want to say, oh, this Pride Month stuff is not good. It doesn't belong in our stores. It doesn't belong in the kids section. And I agree, it doesn't belong in the kids section. But we're not just talking about pride. We're talking about something much deeper.
No, it's deeper. It's much deeper than that.
Much sicker, much more demented. The individual that Target partnered with is sick, and they put his clothing in the children's section at Target locations all across America. Target partnered with UK-based brand Abprallen to sell merchandise with pro-LGBTQ messages to celebrate Pride Month. However, some customers were enraged by Target's over-the-top pride displays, with particular animosity geared toward the products for children. Then it was revealed that Abprallen's designer, Eric Carnell, appeared to be an outspoken satanist whose brand features imagery and messages like Satan respects pronouns. Target responded to the widespread backlash by moving some of the Pride merchandise. But they didn't move the Pride merchandise out of the kids section because they made a mistake. No, they said they were doing it to protect their employees from right-wing extremists.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Now, I'm paraphrasing here, but that was what they implied. Oh, these right-wing extremists are upset because we put a Satanist's clothing line in the kids section at Target locations. Now, people don't understand how sick and demented this person is, this Abprallen. This is the guy. This is his store. This is his website. This is the individual that Target thought it was a good idea to put his clothing line in the kids section at their U.S. locations. Here's a patch on his website, Satan Respects Pronouns iron-on patch. Here's a shirt, pre-order Satan Respects Pronouns t-shirt. What the actual F are we talking about here? This is no longer about gay pride, no longer about LGBTQ rights, because even as a staunch conservative, even as someone who doesn't want my kid exposed to that lifestyle, I do think LGBTQ community members have the right to live their life unencumbered, just like me and you do. Doesn't mean if you're a corporation that you have the right to put this shit in the kids section, because that's exactly what this is. This is dog shit. This is a sick, demented person. Now, if I was a member, if I was a gay dude, which I'm not, I like me some big old booty, some big old boobies. Love me some big old boobies in my face and just so I'm not a member of the LGBTQ LMNOP community. But if I was, and I saw this going on, I would be pissed off myself, because I don't want an individual like that reflecting me, because that is not a gay dude. I know a lot of gay dudes. I went to school with gay dudes, was friends with some lesbians. I know that is not a reflection of a gay individual. That is a sicko.
Sick freak. What is wrong with you?
Here we go. Satan Respects Pronouns enamel pin. Heteronormativity is a plague. Iron-on patch. Gender outlaw. Iron-on patch. Pronoun enamel pins. Heteronormativity is a plague enamel pin. Astrology made me queer enamel pin. They were putting this person's clothing in the section that your kid goes to at Target stores. I would love to know the individual, the woke sicko at Target, who saw this guy's website and said, yes, that is the person that we want to partner with. That is the person who we want to put their clothing in our kids sections at stores. We're talking about $100+ billion company, and they thought it was a good idea to partner with this clown. Here's a little paragraph from this individual's biography on his website. He says, Satan respects pronouns is a fun way to show your pride. A lot of LGBT people have found that Christianity hasn't always been the most welcoming to them, and find solace and humor in the idea that Satan would. Of course, Satan would find humor and solace in the fact that you're living a lifestyle that Christians don't agree with, because Satan is the Antichrist. So obviously, that kind of does make sense there. Now, I do find it somewhat ironic, not somewhat, very ironic, that the Christian religion is the only religion that these LGBTQ activists attack. They do so because they feel empowered to do so. They would never attack the Jewish religion. They would never attack Islam or Hindu, but they will attack Christians without any remorse or regret. Even though the Islamic religion is much more strict regarding LGBTQ rights. You would never see a trans activist like this satanist sicko attack Muslims. You would never see it. Even though the Muslim religion, Muslims are much more anti-LGBTQ than Christians are. It's just a fact. These big corporations who put this merchandise in their store, in their kids section, they would never do so in a Muslim country. We saw BMW, for example. They changed their Twitter avatar to the Pride flag on June 1st to celebrate Pride Month. However, they did not change the Saudi Arabia BMW Twitter account's avatar to the Pride flag. Why? Because Saudi Arabia doesn't play this LGBTQ game. They don't play that game. BMW wants to sell their cars in Saudi Arabia, so they play by the rules. But because here, we're a free country, you're allowed to do whatever you want, they take advantage of the Christian community. They take advantage of consumers like me and you, and they put Satanist, anti-Christian memorabilia in the kids section. Bud Light did a terrible thing, and they deserve the boycott. But what Target did is 100 times worse than anything Bud Light did. They partnered with this individual who is mentally ill. He is legitimately mentally ill, and somebody over at Target thought it was a good idea to put his clothing in the kids section. Target stock is crashing as a result as the boycott picks up steam. Just a couple months ago, it was trading at $181 per share. Right now, it is trading $47 lower, minus 26% than just a couple months ago. That shows you the power of the consumer. It shows you that the consumer says, no, we're not going to shop at your Satanist store. We're not going to take part in this woke trans propaganda. You're not going to disrespect my beliefs and still take my money. That's just not going to happen. Now, we do have an interview from this individual himself. This sick Satanist freakazoid was interviewed. Let's see what he had to say.
I've received death threats. I've received very detailed descriptions of violence. I do my very best not to read it because it's not conductive. But I think the fact that there's no doubt in my mind Target are aware that I am a targeted victim in a hate campaign. They absolutely know, and they haven't even bothered to reach out to make sure that I'm okay. I think that it's a very dangerous precedent to set that if people just get riled up enough about the products that you're selling, that you can completely distance yourself from the LGBT community when and if it's convenient. It's completely fine to profit off of us, to stick with the rainbow capitalism and to focus on the pink dollar. But the second it gets hard, if you're going to jump ship, that's a very dangerous thing to tell people.
The thing is, they're not profiting off of your merchandise. Nobody went to Target to buy your merchandise. Less than 1% of the US population is transgender. Less than 10% is part of the LGBTQ community. More people were upset about the merchandise than bought the merchandise. Target did not make money off your merchandise, off of the pink merchandise, whatever the hell you call it. The rainbow capitalism. Nobody's making money off rainbow capitalism, you clown. They're trying to meet the DEI standards, the ESG woke standards. That's what they're trying to do. They attack Christians. They put satanic clothing in the kids section because they think they can get away with it. And we as consumers have to teach them that they can't get away with it. They can't disrespect our values, our traditional values, and get away with it. We're not going to spend our hard-earned money at your sick stores. Let me know what you think about this Target satanic merchandise and this satanic designer in the comment section. Hit the like button and really help spread the message and take on the woke narrative. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace.
Yeah, yeah. Attention all shoppers, attention all shoppers. Yeah. There's a cleanup on every aisle. Yeah. Target is targeting your kids. Yeah. They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my beds. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they targeting. Target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they targeting. Target.